Today we celebrate the 20-year relationship and close ties between Macedonia and Israel.
Yet the relationship between these two countries began more than 2,000 years ago with a vision from the Macedonian king Alexander the Great, in which he saw a man dressed in purple that encouraged him to at once defeat the Persians. Upon arriving in Jerusalem, Alexander at once recognized the man as the high priest Jadus and offered a sacrifice to the Hebrew god in accordance with Jewish customs, while also promising to respect and honor the Jews of his new empire. In return, Jewish communities continued to name their children Alexander for generations after his rule. Centuries later, Jews outside of Israel were once again expelled out of their new home, Spain. Almost out of remembrance of history, many Sephardic Jews settled in Macedonia, mainly in the cities of Bitola, Solun, and Skopje. Unlike other European countries, Jews in Macedonia were welcomed into their new homes, being treated simply as new Macedonians, and at once integrating into cultural, public, and economic life. By the time Macedonia started fighting for its independence from the hands of the Ottomans, many Jews actively fought alongside their Macedonian brethren to free their Macedonian homeland. During the famous Solun Congress and subsequent Ilinden Uprising of 1903, famous Macedonian Jew Raphael Kamhi was in attendance, an integral part of both events. Fittingly, when Theodor Herzl started envisioning a state for the Jews, Macedonian politicians voiced their strong support.
A close friend of Herzl, Macedonian politician Dimitar Vlahov, became the first member of the Ottoman parliament to oppose any plans to deny Jews the right to settle in their ancient homeland.
Referring to this closeness, at the opening of the Memorial Center of the Holocaust of the Jews from Macedonia, one of the largest museums in the world, the President of the Republic of Macedonia, Dr. Georgi Ivanov, said, "We must never forget that, as Raphael Kamhi was one of the promoters of the idea of a free and independent Macedonia, it was Dimitar Vlahov who contributed in keeping the road open for the future establishment of the State of Israel." During World War II, Macedonia suffered a tragic loss when Bulgaria deported 98% of Macedonian Jews, since then publicly denying this atrocity. Macedonian Jewish partisans once again fought for the liberation of Macedonia, this time against fascism. In particular, the female partisan fighter Estrella Mara is honored today in a Macedonian folk song for giving her life to free Macedonia, while also having a street in Jerusalem named after her.
After the emergence of both the Macedonian and Israeli state, the two countries formalized relations in 1995, with Israel then taking the steps to recognize Macedonia under its constitutional name despite international pressure in 2004.